Good morning. All right, hello and good morning, everybody. All right, let's get warmed up and then we'll get to work. I'm hoping today to. There used to be a thing I used to do called pulse checks, which was a daily thing I used to do. I think it's time to bring that back, but that's going to require some decisions. Before we can make any of the decisions, let's actually, get warmed up and know what we're doing. Hey, Kawachi, how goes it? Not awful. And also, I'm just remembering I forgot to take my pills. I will be back in a split second. Oh, yeah, something. So, in addition to the servers being weird, I was having some trouble with drift, which I never have trouble with. So I restarted the stream and also restarted Infinitas, and then it was fine. No idea what explicitly happened. Got a request here for Broken. Love this song, thank you. It's got a really, really good 8th note stream in this. Just fantastic.
Images of broken array. I think those broken pieces are all that remains. My heart can't concentrate on the sound. There is nothing anymore. I Sharp fragments all over the city, reminding you're not with me. I am only imagining. Can't sympathize and realize I wanna gather it again. If you only let me
Interesting. Good to know, Kawachi. I know that there was actually a lot of folks that were having trouble yesterday. In addition to server trouble, I know Kivelli was having a lot of timing trouble as well, and I think I heard rumblings from a couple other people too. So something might be going on. Much obliged for the request. And honestly, I'm probably going to be playing Broken later, because that's got a really great startup. Like, I might be using that as my pulse check, or a part of it. We'll see. Hey, Mida! How goes it? Happy Wednesday! such a good song. I'm honestly surprised that I barely got the double A. I figured it was going to be a little bit more, but then again, timing's never been my strong spot, so it is what it is. I've played Pluto on 2DX like 2 or 3 times, I think, and yeah, no. God, no. Like, it's a great song, but oh god, just no. No. Speaking of God, no. Interesting request, Mida. Yeah, let's dig into it. Also, happy Wednesday. See, we've got a couple more folks starting to tune in. Whether you're getting your lurk on or saying hi in chat, it's always fantastic to have you here. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. So coming out of the breakdown, there was a fairly long trill. It was either like 3-5 on left side or 4-6 on right side. And I was just slightly off sync on it, as if instead of going left, right, I was right, left. Really puzzling. Might play that again later. Huh. Yeah, it's a fun chart. It's like, it's frenetic in a very good way. Also, Kitty Catastrophe! Mixcris, how goes it? Fantastic to see you both. Hope you're both having a good Wednesday so far. That reminds me, I need to check on something really quick. 1 second. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. Let's do an 8 with teeth. Ow. We've gotta be able to get that within EX range. Let's give this a spin. Damn it. I actually want to run that back. And no, I wanted to play an 8 with teeth. Let's see. Also, Tiana Del Cid was a tricky 10. I remember bumping that up like on my first play from like a C to an A or something like really incredible like that. We'll do that next. I want to try this one more time, especially since I've got some of the like the weird jacks and pattern shifts fresh on my mind. Then we'll jump into some great jazz. Fantastic. Got the EX and a healthy PB. Good stuff. Hey, Spy! Happy Wednesday, how goes it? Yeah, not too shabby. I like that. Alright! Now it's time for some of Tomosuke's finest. I haven't had any connection issues this morning yet, and client's been behaving itself just fine. So today, honestly, seems like a pretty good day. And Mira, yeah, the really quick turntable juggles in Candy Gallier, they're really nice. Like, cause some songs will make more. I don't want to say more of a gimmick out of them, but it'll be a much bigger deal. Like there'll be a lot more juggling. Fire comes to mind, but there it's just kind of to spice up like heading into the breakdown and the ending, and it just works really well. Also, hey Dexter, how goes it? Yeah, got the B on that. Honestly, I'll take that with how incredibly all over the place the rhythm is on that song. Such a good song, though. Eddie Yamaoka song, except Space Fight. We don't like Space Fight. Or Shift. But yeah, the chart for that, it is definitely a 10. Like, it's a little bit trickier just because it does do some really, like, unpredictable stuff. But all in all, like, it strikes me as more of like a tough but fair scenario. I'm actually kind of curious. Where's that pull on ranking? just take a quick peek. $10.5. Yeah, that feels right. All right, let's see. Up next, we've got a request for something by Yamoka, but not Shift, not Space Fight. Something feels a hair off. Let's see what my early late was on that. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, much obliged, Kawachi, for the Yamoka request. Climb Salias, I remember actually being a little bit tricky towards the literal ending of it. I'm gonna do one other, like, 9 first, also just to make sure my timing's alright, and then we'll dive into that. Let's see. Ah, we'll get that double A one day. Just so tantalizingly out of reach. Yeah, PB. It was +5, I think. And yeah, that's a PB. Doesn't matter if it's +5 or +500. PBs are PBs. Whew. So it's about 14 before the hour, so 14 minutes before we take a stretch break. Up next, Clint Elias, which, if I remember correctly, has a really irritating ending. Yeah, I remember this. Much obliged, Mida, for the request. And let's actually adjust that pacemaker. Yeah, pulse checks aren't live yet. Soon, though. That's actually going to be part of the stream today. I'm actually very excited about that. Yep. So let's take all the super happy, like, just chord on chords on chords of, like, SSD Fantastica, but instead of making it charming, let's just make it incredibly infuriating. It's not a bad song, but, oh man, that chart just has a grudge against people for something. Yeah, definitely a good hustle on it though, and I'm completely okay with 78ing it. That's fine by me. That was a good run. Let's see. Welcome back, Dexter.
Okay, let's go.
Oh man, getting Spring Rain would be a godsend. That song is so good. Played some nines, low level pullers. Nines in 2DX, Dexter? Getting some nines. Okay. You've been playing on random. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that random's been working out for you, Mida. Like, I've been kind of curious about random, but random on doubles is a little bit different than random on singles. But I know that for a lot of folks, it can be a really great experience just because of the sheer variety that it throws at them. It makes some favorite songs that might have been easy more of a challenge because they're more unpredictable, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm really glad to hear that it's been working out for you. Also, Torn Sky AAA, yeah, very nice. Random doubles is good as well. It makes a lot of stuff easier, potentially, but that's if you're using random to clear stuff, which means you're using random wrong. And no, that's not an opinion. Fight me. Yeah, you can't lines. You can't do line returns or line breaks in Twitch chat. And yeah, like I'll think that random is okay for passing songs when it's, you know, allowed in Dan courses. I'll leave it at that. Let's see. We've got 5 minutes before we take our first stretch break. So a Soda Ryu collab. Well, I mean, there's this, which, I mean, no. So yeah, like using random for practice, like to get new note patterns and to like just get better at reading, absolutely phenomenal. Using it to hopefully get a pattern that's easier for you to read so you can finally get a clear on a song that you haven't passed yet. No, 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 fight me, no.
Beyond.
I still feel like something's off for timing. It could just be me being really slow to wake up, but I just have that nagging feeling that it's something else. Yeah, we're just within the 10% mark, which is not where I want to be for my PBs. Well, regardless, whether I've got Inner Timing Demons or Infinitas is Possessed or whatever, appreciate all y'all being here. Having a pretty good stream so far. Alright, so let's do 2 more songs. Actually, let's do 1 more, and then we'll take our first stretch break. Also, much obliged for that request, Kawachi. Thank you. What to do? Let's go looking for trouble, kind of. Let's see if we can make this happen. Otherwise, we'll just play something else. We'll take our first break. And we just got the PB too. That is salt on the wound right there. Ugh. Mira, take care. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a fantastic day at work. Well, PBs are PBs, right? I'm not too hung up about that though, because I've gotten that EX before Infinitas. It'd just be nice to have it back on the books. Alright, so we did start a hair late. Let's do one more Tricky 10, then we'll take our stretch break. And I know exactly what I want to go for, too. Oh, we did finally pass this. Good. In that case... Meanwhile, I have yet to hard EX this. Bob Saget. All right. Well, with that, let's take our first stretch break. So, maybe it's been a while since you've stood up, walked around, grabbed some water. Either way, that's what I'm going to be doing. Then when I come back, we're gonna play some more 2DX. And Lad, a copy. Good to see you. Hope your Wednesday's off to a strong start. But yeah, I'll be back in 180 seconds. Then we're gonna play some more 2DX. See you fine folks in 180. Alright, let's get back to it. Also, Lad, very sorry to hear that. Considering I used to work for a communications specialist that provided conference call solutions to businesses, like, God, why? So you've got my condolences. Also, do see that we've got a couple more people tuning in, and as always, whether you're in chat, getting your lurk on, or anywhere in between, thank you for being here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday so far. And yeah, let's hit some more buttons, get some more flashing greats, and keep on being the village idiot. I'll put it this way, I've worked with enough communication companies that I could usually recognize what company it is just because of the default hold music that they use. And I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. So, I kind of want to try this again. Not sure why. Why not? One thing I am looking forward to, though, is in a little bit, so there was a segment I used to do every day called a pulse check. And then that kind of went out the window, especially with a lot of the recent marathons and charity events. But I'd like to bring it back. And part of that is figuring out what songs to use for it. So we're going to be doing some shopping around in a little bit to figure out what might be good daily challenges to always play. Should be a lot of fun. Also, Decoy-kun, thank you for the hype as always, and thank you for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday so far. One of these days. Yeah, the runs in this are a little on the silly side, Chris, but that's also kind of the point too. They're really not that bad. It's more the weird kind of turns that happen. So if I'm doing like 1 3 5 7, and then right at the end I have 5 7 again, so it's 1 3 5 7 5 7, or it starts off with a double jack, so it's 1 1 3 5 7. I'm more likely to chalk up either a mash pour or to drop one of those jacks or those little extras. The actual stairs themselves are pretty easy. So, because either you're on beat or you're not. And as long as you have a really good strong downbeat and you get the kickoff right, they kind of complete themselves. Yeah. I haven't played this in a while. Program Frog, Best Frog. Also, as much as, like, I'm not really a fan of DJ Max personally, just in terms of that it's more combo-based than anything, like, it's a wonderful game series, like, love it to bits, just not my bag. I'm really debating getting it for some of the multiplayer streams that folks in the community have been tossing up. That, and I hear that there's Demo DLC, and oh boy, I love me that Demo song list. So, we'll see. Such a good song. So, honest question, like, I know I could Google this, but if there's anyone in chat that immediately knows. So, let's say we're in a multiplayer lobby, and someone picks a song that is from a DLC pack that I don't own. What happens? Like, I'm just wondering, like, if it's just I sit that song out, or is it that they can't pick that song because I'm there and I don't own that DLC? Because as long as I don't block anyone's fun, like, then I'll probably get the base game just to be able to lobby up with folks when, you know, shenanigans are happening. Thrown into spectator? Okay. Honestly, I might get the base game just because I know there's some folks that are like, hey, we're doing a multiplayer stream, and folks just hang and chill together, and like, that I'm all for. I don't see myself playing DJ Max seriously. I mean, for starters, it's a music game in the year of our Lord 2020, and it doesn't have early late indicators. Neon FM has early late indicators. You know what? Let's be ambitious. Let's go right for the hard clear. Let's just go right for it. Don't worry, lad. I got the mission. Me? Leave bits on the table? Please. I had so much trouble with the timing on that song, and I am not sure why. Also, I was going through the ending, it's like, okay, we survived all this, and the chromatic scales at the ending of this song are not going to tolerate my shenanigans, and yep, no. Hey, Twally! Good morning! And honestly, I was just mentioning it earlier, both in this stream and yesterday on Cuvelia's stream. I really like this song. It just feels really cleanly produced. It's like not too complex, but it's not simple. It has a nice melody line. It's just a really, really solid track. I actually want to run that back, especially after that awful opening I had. And then Kronos, another Gitadora legend. Yeah, we'll actually we'll happily dive into that. Yeah, Twally, appreciate you tuning in. Hope your Wednesday is going well. Also, hey! DE0816. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Alright. Yeah, let's run that back. Then we'll go over to Chronos, and then we'll, keep on moving. Let's see. Twali really liked that one. And yeah, don't worry about on the same lines. Yeah, like, this kind of, stuff that Tag, puts out, I'm a really big fan of it. I'm not quite sure, like, what genre to really put it in. I know that it typically gets, like, Bloom Fusion or something Fusion, usually as the name, but I'm a really big fan of it. DP Stare should be illegal. Oh, man, Decoy-kun. You'd love Insomnia, because Insomnia just, you know, blinks and commits felonies in that case. I'm a little upset that we didn't manage to squeak out the A, but we got the hard clear. And we can totally get that A with a little bit of practice. Yeah, good stuff. Quickly grabbing that for highlights later. There we go. Hey, Yutari! How goes it? Happy Wednesday? Hope your day is going well so far. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Alright, so now that we finally got that, we've got a request for Chronos. I know that... I think I have this normal cleared, but I don't have it hard cleared. Let's take a look. I also could have sworn Chronos was a 10. Oh, okay. Right, I was hoping to EX it, but too many shenanigans with charge nodes. Right. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Decoy-kun, for the request. But yeah, Yutari, appreciate you stopping by. Hope all is well. And once again, happy to be repeating myself. Looks like we've got a couple more folks tuning in. As always, whether you're in chat, getting your lurk on, or somewhere in between, thank you for being here, and thank you for making me a part of your day. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. Ah, such a good song. If I remember, that's either part of the default song list for Drummania Guitar Fricks, either V6 or V7. I forget which, but either way, fantastic song. And see, Yutari goes good. Glad to hear it. Infinitas is going well, especially today compared to yesterday. Yesterday the servers were having a bunch of trouble. It wasn't just me, everyone was having a lot of grief, but today's been really smooth sailing, so I'm grateful for that. Because, yeah, server trouble like that, not something I typically encounter. Just got your first S on a 5 with your new hand positioning. Nice! Glad to hear that you're quickly adapting. That's fantastic! Good stuff. Yeah, I know that Nightbot has been mentioning it, but both one of my fantastic rivals, Bit Decay, and then also Mix Chris, they're both making that hustle for affiliate. Bit Decay with 2DX, as most of you know, but Mix Chris is fairly new for streaming, and also for DJ Max. So they both should be streaming later tonight, if I remember correctly. I know Bit Decay is going live in 9 hours at 6:30 Eastern, and I think Chris, I think you go live at, is it 7 Eastern? But yeah, both wonderful streams. Bit Decay's a little bit more hype, and also a little bit more high-level play on singles, and, you know, around 8 to 10s on doubles. Rapidly catching up to me. And I'd say Chris's stream is a little bit more kind of a low-key chill stream with DJ Max. Cheers, Utati. Best of luck. Let's see, which song is that? Copy paste says. I think that's the LED song from Tricoro. Oh, no! That's the Cannonballers. Okay. Right! I really like this song. How's the 10? Okay. Let's... I kind of want to take just a little bit of a breather, because I do want to do some 11s in a little bit. Let's do the 8 for now. I doubt we'll bump it up to a full combo, but can't do it if we don't try. Yeah, I really like this song. Both this and Shelter of the Mind. Just really good vocal lines on them. Much obliged for the request, Decoy. Take you a while to get to 20k, but yeah. I mean, that's why we've got milestones. I mean, so we can eventually build up to meet them and exceed them. Practice will make perfect. I mean, look at me. I've been playing 2DX for how long and I still haven't passed a 12? So if I can keep at it, anyone can. Not bad. Almost had a PB. Had some kind of silly combo breaks. I actually want to run that back. We'll play something else first, but then we'll go back to that because there's really no reason I shouldn't FC that. So, you know, aside from me being silly. But yeah, we'll get it next time. Once again, thank you for the request. Honestly, I keep forgetting about that song. Whenever I think about like good, like in a positive way, piercing female vocal lines, I always think Shelter of the Mind, but I keep forgetting about that. Let's play just something else, then we'll come back to it. Let's see if we can bump this up to an A. And Lad with a request for Love Will. Yo can do. So we'll rechase that song that I just played, and then we'll do Love Will. Yeah, that's why I said piercing in a positive manner, not in a denpa manner. Because I haven't used this command in a while, but you know what? Why not? No PB, but well within range of our PB, so yeah, we'll take it. Absolutely, Tawali, you can do. Alright, so let's run back that 8 that we wanted to FC. Then we'll get to those 2 requests. And then at that point, we'll see what time it is. Obviously, it's well before our next stretch break, but, you know, starting to get towards there. You know, 20 of the hour. Right, cannonballers. Yeah, we're gonna walk away from that because I could tell I was gonna let the PB slip. So, yeah, move on. Someday soon, though. And, yeah, didn't quite so much have to point to it as just vaguely glance over at it. But, yeah, hey, Azure. Happy Wednesday. How goes it? Alright, so up next for request, we had, I think it's Love Will? Yes! Much obliged for the request, lad. Just woke up? Yeah, could be worse. Not a bad way to start a Wednesday, though. I'm just glad I kept the full combo, especially with some of that old battle chart jank in it. Huzzah! I mean, I could play the Another Loud. I just figured, let's see if we can't bump this up to an FC. And we did! But... let's see, up next we've got... Ooh, Zen Jazz from Tomosuke. Thank you, Tawali. And then after that, we'll be running back Love Will on the Another. And then we'll see how we're doing. Right now it's 15 minutes before the hour, so 15 minutes before another stretch break. Once we come back from the next stretch break, I really want to buckle down on trying to figure out what I'm going to be putting in my next pulse check. I've got some ideas, but we'll see how things go. For now... I have no regrets, because, yeah, that was fantastically close to our PB. And with how much that timing can stagger, I'm very happy with that. Good stuff. Much obliged for the request. Let's see. That old battle chart jank sounds like a jazz standard. Yeah, you're not wrong. That completely scams for a jazz standard. Yeah, more than welcome to Wally. And, lad, if you look up in chat, I tossed in Love Will DPA for you. So we'll do that next. And then looks like Decoy-kun wants either Shuriken or Yamagiko. Yeah, those will be fun. Probably do Shuriken. I really like that song. Alright, so it's about 11 minutes before the hour. So just keeping that in mind more for me, but also for you. Should be able to hard clear it. Not so sure about the double A though, because it's 4 style. So who knows what we're walking into. Alright, let's do it. And once again, thank you. Got a lot of folks tuned in this morning. Mixture of good number of folks in chat. Also got a decent number of folks probably getting their work and lurk on. Either way, it's great to have all of you here. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. That was a lot less shenanigans than I was expecting. Typically for like 4th style, we see a lot of battle charts, especially on the Anothers. And like, was that a battle chart? Yes, but did that have nearly as much turntable and scratch and similar BS that I usually encounter? Not even close. That was actually somewhat delightful. Nice. Because, yeah, Vlad, like you're saying, like, it's one of the strongest songs from the style, for sure. I'm not sure if I'd say it's my favorite, but it's up there. And knowing that the chart is not a dumpster fire, good to know. Yeah, we'll definitely upgrade that to an EX lamp sometime soon. Good stuff. Oh! Decoy, that reward shouldn't be. Thank you for pointing that out. Fixed? Yep, when I was wrapping up my last stream, I paused redemptions on rewards because I wanted to make sure I could wrap up, and I just, I forgot to flip the switch back on it. Sorry about that. Alright. 7 minutes before the hour. I know we've got a request for either Shuriken or Yamagiko. Let's do Shuriken. And up after this, I see Decoy has also requested Horizon. Much obliged for both of these requests. Good stuff. And just making sure I'm caught up on chat. Definitely a good song. Cleon just edges it out. Yeah, it does have kind of Cleon vibes to it as well, too. When thinking of the two. But, I mean, I think that's just older techno doing its thing of kind of blurring together. And not necessarily in a bad way. So... SPAs, also not dumpster fire, surprisingly. Good to know. And Decoy-kun, I will do that moment of positivity after Shuriken, if that's okay with you. Alright. I don't know if I can PB this, because I know this is a relatively recent score, but it's a fun song, fun chart. Let's dig in. Fantastic. In the middle section, there was a super long trill on right side, and we nailed all of it. Super happy about that. Alright. Got that for highlights later? Okay. So it's 3 before the hour. So we've got a request for Horizon. So we'll probably do that and then take our second stretch break. Before we dig into Horizon, Decoy-kun, just triple checking. So that moment of positivity, is that for you or for someone else? So, dealer's choice. So, in that case, first let's make sure our pacemaker loads. Oh, Infinitas. Yeah, we'll do this moment of positivity. Horizon, then we'll take our next stretch break. But dealer's choice for who to direct it at? I have an idea. First, let's make sure client loads. There we go. All right. So, let's direct it at you. Chat, all of you. Thank you for being here. And in these really, to speak a little bluntly, scary, in addition to unsettling times, it can be really easy to listen to the part of your brain that tries to tell you that, this isn't going to last, or amping up the fears of uncertainties, like, the you're going to get laid off, or you're going to have difficulty finding a job, uh, or even just the little doubts and insecurities of, like, you don't deserve this, or should you really be enjoying yourself. Just remember, as difficult as it can be sometimes, that you matter. And the world is a better place because you are here. You have something to contribute. You have something amazing to bring to the table. And you have something to bring to this experience that we're all having here that will make it better for the rest of us. The world is better because you're here. So I know that this is difficult at times, especially when, it's your own brain being silly and trying to tell you that you don't matter, and maybe don't care about today, or maybe don't worry about having to give a full effort. Just remember that things are so much better because of you and what you bring to the rest of the world. And I, for one, am incredibly grateful that you're here. Thank you. Fantastic. I have a feeling that was a hard fail, so we might loop back to that and see if we can't actually flip that lamp. Let's see what our miscount was. Yeah, that might be doable. I know a lot of our misses were up front, so yeah, we'll have to see. For now, though, let's mark that just in case. Huzzah! Much obliged for the request, Equa. Alright, and with that, it is time for another stretch break. So, maybe it's been a while since you've stood up, walked around, grabbed some water. Well, whether, just regardless of what you decide to do, that's what I'm about to do. So, I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna play some more 2DX together. See all of you wonderful folks in 180. Right, and we're back. So, I used to have a segment called a pulse check. Basically, once a day, about an hour into my stream, I'd play like 4 or 5 songs and record the scores, and I'd do that every day so I could kind of track overall performance and potential progress. And it's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle, and I want to bring it back because I really did like some of the stuff that it did for my progress. And especially with me wanting to clear 9Dan, I think making sure I'm playing at least one of the songs in that course a day just to try to chip away at it, I think is going to be best. The only thing I haven't fully figured out is what other songs to potentially put into the check. Like, I know I want to have 1 or 2 9s and maybe a 10, but I'm not sure which. The other thing I'm debating is, let's say it's a 4-song thing. If the last song is the 11 from 9Dan, or actually no, let's say the second song is the song from the 9Dan, I'd probably want to have a 9 or an easy 10 as the first song, and the third, and then something a little tricky as the fourth. The other thing I'm debating is possibly having a group of songs to choose from at random. So, like, the 9Dan song will always be that, but then as far as what easy 9 or 10 I'm doing, could be like a possible 2 out of 3 kind of scenario. So, let's go take a look at what we have for 9s that we have really good accuracy on, that will be good for making sure we're in a space for jumping at an 11 that's, going to body us. I'm just looking at the EX core, and this seems a little more on the denser side. I know 405 was a decent warm-up beat for me for a while. What about Night Sky? I know I played this earlier in the stream. I want to run it back just to be looking at it with a kind of more analytical view set. This might be a good starter.
Images of broken glass are red. I think those broken pieces are all that remains of my heart. Can't concentrate on the sound. There is nothing anymore. I'm silent sharp fragments all over the city, reminding you're not with me. I am only imagining. You can't sympathize and realize I wanna gather in a
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Broken to start, because the way it leads into the runs with the group chords, that's really good for making sure I've got my timing down, and then also for actually being loose and limber and ready to go. Okay. So we'll be opening with Broken. And then after that, we've got Alicia Another. Oh, Infinitas. Hopefully the servers aren't having more trouble today. Honestly, that's super weird. Because to have a network error like that, like, you know, just hiccups, I relaunch and I'm fine, like that happens to me, I want to say, once every 1 to 2 weeks. But like the constant trouble that both me, Cuvelia, Sparko, a bunch of folks were having yesterday, like that's really unusual. Like I know people give Infinitas a lot of flack, but like for the EMU servers to be having that much trouble because all of the errors people were getting were server side, it's just really bizarre. Also, lad, Jackazid, yo can do. Am I sure that I have Alicia? Yeah, I've played it. I've failed it quite a few times. But yeah, that's actually the opener for 9 Dan. It's real rough. I'm thinking Broken, Alicia, something, and then Arabian Rave Night. I'm just not sure what to do for the middle song. Because the other thing is that let's say I want to put like a tricky 10 in there that I want to practice in general, or a tricky 11, you know, that's not like 9 Dan hard, but, you know, just like an 11.2 or something. Like, I don't want to get like demolished by Alicia and then either be immediately trying that hard 11 or be doing some other song, do the trickier 11, and then trying to do like Arabian Rave or something along those lines. What to do? Oh, fair enough, lad. Fair enough. Let's take a look at the 10s folder.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. I'll have to think on that for a little bit. For now, though, we have a request for Jackazid. I know exactly what I'm going to play. As should Tuali. Absolutely love this song. Back when this was new, I played this almost every single session. Absolutely love this song to bits. A little upset that we missed the double A, but not everything can be perfect. Yeah, such a good song. And yeah, oral adrenaline, they're not wrong. What do I have for my controller? What do I have my controller set up on? So, I know I actually recently chatted about this. I don't think it's linked on my Twitch page. Let me triple check. Because if it's not, I can quickly grab it. It's just a basic Z stand, nothing really fancy. And I'm actually looking to either replace it or augment it, just because it is a little wobbly. But I think that's more that because I'm on carpet as opposed to being on a harder or actually flat surface. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on my Twitch page. Give me a split second and I can actually link it. Yeah, it's just a basic Z stand for a keyboard. I have an X stand as well, but I currently have my actual like piano keyboard on that. And I think the X stand is a little bit more stable, but in terms of wobble, but because it has a much more focused center of gravity, I am worried that it's a little bit more likely to tip. So yeah, because the problem is with the X stand, the higher you put it up, the narrower it gets, which then means it could possibly pivot a little easier. But I noticed that was a little bit more stable. So with this stand here, just because I'm on carpet, I'm debating getting a piece of wood just to better flatten the area it's on or the area that the stand is resting on. And that might make it a little bit more stable. But otherwise, from a weight perspective, that Z stand I linked more than handles it. Like, I'm actually not worried about this falling over in terms of like wobble. It's just, if you look on hand camera, there's a little bit of back and forth. It's enough to kind of distract me sometimes when I'm doing more intense stuff, especially scratch juggling. But overall, yeah, either a Z stand or an X stand. It's I know a lot of folks use that. Also, Jamich, first off, happy Wednesday. Appreciate you stopping by. And, honestly, yeah, getting 2 X stands and then nothing super fancy, but just a basic piece of wood to lay across them just to serve as kind of an extra base to then put the DAW on. Yeah, that would work. Alright, up next we have a request from Tawali for a fantastic song. Appreciate having an excuse to play it. And I also see we've got a couple more folks starting to tune in. Again, whether you're in chat or getting your lurk on, fantastic to have you here. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Yeah, I'm, just for reference, I'm a little over 5'11". Like, I'm not quite 6 foot. I'm just shy of it. So.
星を見るだけトンネルは少し暗い光が見えない I got a ticket, you got a ticket Tick tock 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 emotion What you watch, time to go What's your destination 燃えて焦がれてきてけポッポンくべて石炭あり痛みドリンクだけ汁までもっとまだ Sweet 青い光あのつ星へ着いたらホームかけてゆくのあなたの待つ会さすれだ100万年前から私を置き去り憎らしいあなた
Such a great song. So much fun. And the chart is just, mwah, just divine. Yeah, and that's actually something I tell people a lot, is that remember that there is a legit height difference, and so sitting can be the difference between having your wrist nice and level or having it be super cramped and just asking for all sorts of muscle trouble. Like, depending on your height and how things are feeling, yeah, power stancing or having a stool, absolutely. Like, prior to me streaming, when I used to play on a machine, if it had the bass shaker, I would sit on a stool. If it didn't have the bass shaker, that couple of inches was enough for me to just stand normally. But yeah, absolutely take in your overall height, and more importantly, the level of your wrist for whenever you're doing any music game, whether it's 2DX, Voltex, or whatever. And to Ollie, again, much obliged for Starlight Distancia. Love that song. So we've been talking about the pulse check and talking about how I want to start playing 9Dan again. So I'm not going to do a pulse check today. I'm just trying to get the roster together. I'll probably start doing pulse checks as of tomorrow. But it's been a while. Oh, hello, you. still can't believe that's an 11.2. Like, if that was a 0.4, yeah, okay, but... Ugh. Yeah, like, having split controllers, like, it's a thing. And honestly, if that, as long as that's always your setup, like, you never play on an RED or a machine, like, you always have Phoenix 1 on left, FP7 on right, sure, it'll work. Because it's just more about you always have a consistent experience. Because if you keep changing what your play setup is, that's just asking for trouble. So, like, actually having two different controllers, not the end of the world, but it honestly, it is for the better if at least the two are the same, but, you know, it's not the worst thing. Let's see. Sig. I remember playing that recently and being surprised it was easier than expected. I forget if that was the Hyper or the Another. Let's take a look. Right, okay. Arms are a little on fire from Alicia. We'll play one other song first, and then we'll revisit the 11. I'd rather they be identical. Agreed. Yeah, like if, whether people are practicing on a machine, an RED, or two Phoenix Wands, or two FP7s, like as long as the controllers are identical, that's kind of the thing I kind of push for, because then it pushes, you know, proper hand growth on both sides and yada yada yada. But the bigger thing is as long as it's a consistent experience, because then otherwise if the setup keeps changing, it's just gonna mess up how you're physically calibrated for playing, and that's just, you know, asking to undo lots of practice time. Okay, so let's see, something relatively easy that'll let me get my stamina back, and then we'll go after Sig. Actually no, I think we're good for Sig. Let's do it. And once again, thank you for the request, Decoy. Hung on to the normal clear, and got a PB. I was more concerned about dropping the PB, but yeah, we got there. It's tough. Right, I also completely forgot with home controllers, it can also be a difference with switches and buttons too. Yeah, like if you've got like a Phoenix Wand and then something else, or just two different controllers, if they have the same buttons and switches, sure. But if they've also got different buttons and switches, that's yeah. Like as long as the experience is as symmetrical as possible, like that's really what it's about. Whew. Alright. Got that marked for highlights. Again, Decoy, thank you. Just thinking about the pulse check. I think 9, 10, 9, 11 is probably the way to go. End with Alicia for now. Have it be overall a little easier, so then I'll be more motivated to do it and stick with it. So let's go shopping for what that 10 is going to be. Or maybe it's an easier 11 that I just want to get better on. There's a thought. See if we can bump this up to an A. I don't think it'll happen this run, but it's the effort that counts. It's a good question, lad. Not a dumb question at all. So just catching up on chat, Decoy. Yeah, 10s are really difficult because 9s are where everything kind of really opens up, and then 10s is where they start to get a little bit more inventive with just how much shenanigans can we throw at the player and still expect them to catch it. So I hear you on having trouble with 10s. I would highly recommend using the fan rating website that I use for the sub difficulties to know what 10s to try out first, just because there's such a gamut of stuff. But also, Gitadora. Gitadora is an amazing game, and I actually regret not being able to play Drum Mania more frequently. It's such a fun game. Hey, Burkant! And, lad, getting to your question again, not a dumb question. When you purchase difficulties in Infinitas, you get both the singles and doubles. The bits cost is based on a combination of both charts, so in instances where there are no doubles on others, it is a much cheaper unlock. And it does have a server clear rate, but it is very skewed. Typically with doubles, especially like 10s and higher, usually you only see players that are like really committed to doubles, so that skews the clear rate. And then for Infinitas doubles, it's we're just talking about the fanatics. Oh, okay. So it is hilarious sometimes. Like I've seen charts that have no right having a decent clear rate be like 90% plus, because it's just all of the kaidens in Japan chilling out at home. And just making sure I didn't miss it. Hey, Burkant, how goes it? So, I think I was just saying I doubt we'll bump it to an A. Okay, triple digit PB. Yeah, sure, fine. This is fine. Yep. We take those. Huzzah! Thank you, Tuali. Thank you, Burkett. Appreciate the kudos. Steam scams are the worst. God, I remember for the brief period of time where in Team Fortress 2 I had a pair of Apple headphones. The number of trade requests I got a day, just... oh, God. Let's see, it's about 17 before the hour, and I actually do want to wrap up pretty close to on the hour, just because I've got some other stuff I need to get done today, and I'm getting a little tired, so... yeah, Jamich. Remember when TF2 had an economy, and people could go to college based on the money they made on hats? I kind of miss those days, but that's only because you could also trade games, and those were fun times. But no, people have to use it for money laundering.
Quit talking and start mixing.
On today's episode of I Just Want to Enjoy the Song, no, excuse you, controller. I hit that button. No, again. Hey, I craved, how goes it? Yeah, the money laundering market on CSGO is just, like, I don't play CSGO, and I've only looked at, like, what happens in that game just from a news perspective because of all the money laundering, and good gravy, it is kind of terrifying. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, hey, I craved. Happy Wednesday, appreciate you stopping by. Hope your week's going well. Also, any song with excessive stairs, that gives me some ideas. Seriously asking, have you seen Insomnia Doubles Another? Alright, so we'll play Insomnia as a joke, because, oh boy. But then, to actually do that request, with excessive stairs, I would say Illuminate, which I actually used to play a lot for practice. It's really good. So we'll do that. For now, let's just enjoy the song and not just randomly drop inputs. Looking at you, 7Key.
Quit talking and start mixing.
such a fun song. So on the one hand, like if you are heading out, I hope you have fun. But on the other hand, I crave stay home. Please stay home. It's not worth it. It's really not. As someone that's immunocompromised and really wants people to just stay at home and let this epidemic get properly taken care of, please stay home.
Quit talking and start mixing.
Let's see. Right. So up next, something stare intensive. First we'll do Insomnia, just because, oh boy. But then we'll do Illuminate, which is actually really good for stairs and doubles, I think. Like, it's got a bunch of them, but I actually think it's a good chart. But first, we have to drink from the fire hose. Also, Lado copy, I do see that moment. So first, let's address that moment of positivity, and then we will give a, ooh, we are on hardbar, that's not happening. And then we'll showcase one of my favorite set of stairs in all of 2DX. Alright, there we go. Alright. Yeah. Like, in terms of, like, heading outside, like, yes, some areas are different. Like, it's one thing if you're in the middle of the woods in Ireland versus you're in, you know, downtown Florida. Having said that, I really do not think it's worth it to be heading outside except for essentials, especially in the US. But okay. So thank you for being here. I know that this world might make it seem like it's not worth being here, or that you're not welcome, or that you don't matter. Like, I know that there's optimistic nihilism. You know, we're all gonna turn to dust eventually, so why not have fun? But especially with all of the doom and gloom recently, it's easier to give in to the side of nihilism that just says, why bother? And I just want to remind you that no matter what anyone tells you, you matter and you're valid, and I'm glad that you're here. So regardless of what anyone tells you, including yourself, because sometimes our brains love to be dumb and lie to us, you matter. And the world is a better place because you are here and because of what you can contribute. So I for one, Lado Copy, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to have you hanging out in stream, making some fantastic jokes, and definitely been keeping you in my thoughts ever since I found out you're in Florida, because, oh God, Florida. But in all seriousness, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're trying to positively interact with this community and encourage other folks. And thank you. So no matter what anyone says, what you do matters. You are valid, and I'm really happy to have you here among us. Thank you. So, about Insomnia. I played this once back in Penduel, just for the heck of it. Like, this was back when I was only in, like, hard 10s and, like, not really even doing 11s yet. I just played it once for the heck of it, because I'm like, it goes from an 8 to a 12. How bad could it be? And then after seeing the middle section, and my knee-jerk reflex was to describe it as just turn on a fire hose and spray from left to right in a gentle pattern. And yeah, I've never forgotten that, because, oh God, this chart. So yeah, that's an experience. Good on you, lad. Seriously, good on you. Like, it's kind of frustrating, especially when, like in the middle of the day, my boyfriend's like, "Hey, can you go get groceries?" And I'm like, "Not today. It's a busy day." And he's like, "There's barely anyone out there." And it's just like, what part of I have a crap immune system aren't you understanding? So, but, yeah. Just wave back and forth and hope for the best. Now for actual stairs and a full-on serious effort. I legit really like this, because there's a lot of staircase patterns on it. They're not as fast as Insomnia, and you're doing a very basic kick, snare with the other hand. Like, this is fantastic scale practice in my opinion. Like, I completely understand, like, if you don't have a controller, the desire to head out to an arcade now that stuff is starting to reopen. But if you're in the US, we as a country, we are not properly taking precautions for this epidemic. We are not properly testing for it. We are not properly handling new cases. And we are reopening way too soon. Like, I know that for some other countries in the world, it's a much different scenario, but in the US, like, unless it's essentials, I beg of you, stay at home. It can wait. Like, I still do some grocery shopping, but the Shaw's near me, at most, I want to say, has like 10 customers in it at a time. Like, just naturally, it's very, very not busy, just by default. And I can tell that store is obsessively cleaned. I see all of the precautions, cashiers, deli counters, and like everything that people in that store do. Like, I actually do trust that store, and I will go there like in the middle of the week during like very off-peak hours sometimes. But otherwise, yeah, I basically don't leave the house. I might take a walk in the middle of the day, again, not when people are out on their lunch breaks, and go for a walk on an isolated road. But beyond that, I stay home. And I implore people in the US to do the same, because until this gets properly handled, it is only going to get worse. So anyways, Illuminate, scales. Good chart. Good fun. Oof. Just hearing the, didn't realize how much you used, baseball as a white noise. Oh, that hits home. Like, I use a lot of other stuff for, like, possible, like, background noise, but, like, the idea of, like, that's, like, having that as your, oh, this is a real thing moment, ooh. That sounds slightly chilling. Alright, so we are just past the hour. At this point, I am gonna go into victory lap mode. Yeah, I think I'll play 1 or 2 charts for funsies, just for me, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Just because my arms are a little more on fire than normal. Plus, I've got a couple other things I need to get done today. Thankfully, not all of them responsible adult stuff. I've actually got a lot of Warframe that I need to catch up on, and good friend Azure is free today, so we're gonna go crack open relics. Should be fun. Time to play 2DX. Hey! Best of luck I craved. Let's see. So, obviously we're gonna be playing Amazing Mirage, but I want to play something else as well. What else? Oh! I know what I can play for fun. Alright, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Ah, such a good song. Hey, Gospel, how goes it? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Konami legals me. I know they got the message. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. That's fantastic news, Gospel. Congrats. Ooh. Yeah, Twitch Mobile and Twitch on sketchy connections is a heck of an experience. Hope you're having an awesome vacation, though. Such a fun song. Akome, no, you're not late. Although, we are going to be wrapping up in a couple minutes. Fantastic to see you as always. Hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. Glad to hear that, lad. Yeah, I think that actually would be kind of funny. And hearing that you'd be using a clip of me for some of the idiots out there, that actually really makes my day. Also, dog days are back. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Well, we'll see. So, before we jump into our final incandescence, a reminder. We've got two folks that are on the hustle for affiliate. First off, we have BitDecay, an extremely skilled 2DX player that I am very honored to have as a rival. And also, a good friend of mine for years, it's Mix Chris. They have also recently started streaming DJ Max. Both of them are going to be streaming later tonight. BitDecay is a little bit more kind of on the hype end of things. Not quite dot-face hype, but leaning in that direction. Whereas Chris's stream is a little bit more on the kind of the chill side of things. So if either of those sound like things you'd be interested in, please do check them out. I just relinked them in chat. They're both going to be streaming tonight. BitDecay is at 6:30 Eastern, and Chris should be starting around 7 Eastern. So please check them out if you can. For now, though, it's time for us to have a final incandescence, and then find someone to raid. It's been a great stream today, though, and starting tomorrow, we should have the return of the pulse check, which I'm actually really excited about, because I think that's going to help us keep on track for getting 9th Dan some decade sooner than later. But, progress is progress.
Burning.
All right, so that is good. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Dotface, how goes it? Unfortunately, we're just about to wrap up. Still doesn't stop us from being able to say, hey, good to see you. Hope you're having an awesome Wednesday, Dotface. Whew. Vampire Mini at the end of streams. Nah, you do you, Jammers. That's fine. Honestly, I think it's good for folks to have closing songs, just because a lot of folks with music game streams, you know, they get the work and lurk. You know, they either have you on in another tab, you know, or they have you know, Bimani FM, that sort of deal. So having one or two songs that you always play toward the end does act as a signifier to let them know, hey, you're wrapping up. And it just, I just think it works really well. So whatever you use as a closer, like, you do you, fam. All right, so before we raid anybody, first we want to give thanks and shout outs. Some quick digital housekeeping here. All right, so first and foremost, whether you were in chat, getting your lurk on, or anywhere in between, you're here. Thank you so much for making me a part of your day. I hope everyone continues to have a great Wednesday and a great rest of their week. As for the folks that were in chat today, Kawachi, thank you so much. Always fantastic to see you. Mira, hope the rest of your workday is going great. Fantastic to have your support. I know that you've been really actively shouting out some newer folks that have come into the community recently, but I mean, then again, it's Mira. No surprises there. Just wonderful. Kitty Catastrophe, Spy, Dexter, fantastic to hear from you folks as always. Also, Mix Chris, fantastic to see you in chat. Hope your workday is going well. Hoping I'm going to be able to catch your stream later tonight. It's going to be torn between you and Bit Decay. Hey, Sleepy Zato, how goes it? I don't, Sleepy, I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. If I have and I missed the first time, forgive me. But regardless, appreciate you stopping by, saying hello. Also in chat today, we had Lado Cappy, Tualia Molar, some great requests too. Much obliged to the both of you. We also had a new follow from DE0816. Thank you very much. Utadi also stopped by before they had to jump by to work. Azure, pleasure and an honor as always. I'll be IMing you once stream wrap up is done so we can go do 10 things. Jamich, I craved. Great to have you both back in chat. Burkant, pleasure as always. And Gospel, fantastic to see you. Hope your vacation's going well. And again, congrats on the first Twitch payout. Also, right at the end, we had Dot Phase and Okami stopping by, and Sleepy. Just got recommended. Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I'm actually just wrapping up my stream for today, but on that note, we will be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. for my typical double shenanigans. But for now, let's go find someone that we can raid and say hello to. I think I saw someone streaming that I normally don't get a chance to raid, so I'm kind of excited. And Sleepy, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, I typically stream weekday mornings, relatively speaking. I'm on the east coast of the US. I usually stream 8 to 11 Eastern. So, yeah, there's a couple of folks that are streaming right now, but It's Too Early is actually streaming right now. And I rarely get to raid him because typically he's on, well, earlier than me. So let's all go say hi to It's Too Early. So get that raid rolling. So until next time, everyone, take care and be safe. It is scary out there. For now, let's go say hi to another fantastic 2DX streamer. And yeah, have a great day, everybody.